this point. This is the bit where the road for cars becomes a bouldery track. It's probably no good for cars except Land Rovers or something. And you can sort of see in the distance, what's that? So that's the Northern Range over there. That's Winter Tor on the end. That's Knatteborough, we'll be up there in a bit, Knatteborough Tor. That's Oke Tor. And that up there is Steeperton Tor, I believe. That's East Mill Tor, I think, actually.
Going for a little walk.
Oh, you're just having a tiny walk. Alright, he's having a tiny walk.
So which one's Steeperton? That one up there?
The one, but so this is Knatteborough, that tiny lump, that's Oke Tor with a shade on it.
Right,
that's Steeperton, next one along.
There's a hut up there, isn't there?
There's a couple, little range hut things. Looking for the left-hand track that goes to Knatteborough. It's kind of camouflage. Here it is. Yeah, behind this water thingy. Rain remover. There's the East Mill Tor. This track winds around East Mill Tor, and then down here is Henry's Ford. So there's going to be some water that I'll have to cross before I climb up to Knatteborough. That would be why you have to take the track. They're literally like bowing in the same tone as each other, just like 1 second out of sync. It's kind of eerie. Having one of many rests I'll be taking. I think I'm closer to glamping than camping during this wild camp. I'm not camping regularly enough at the moment to find out what I need and what I don't need that I can strip away so that I can not go ultra light, because that's really difficult, but go lighter. And back up again. I'm just thinking, like, Henry Ford isn't the guy who was in charge of the Ford car company Henry Ford, or am I getting that wrong? Is it Henry Ford's Ford? well, a little wider than I think I'm capable of crossing with a heavy pack in tow. I could maybe cross this bit. Some of those stones are wet, but might be doable. Dad's heading off now. There's a little steppy stone bit there. So I hope it doesn't rain. Well, it's forecast for a heat wave coming up, so I don't think it's going to rain more. So I could stepping stone this, or I could walk over the gravel over here, which was my first idea. Yeah, gonna try walking on this muddy, shallow gravel thing. Gonna get a little bit wet. It's no problem really though. I think my boots will dry out on the next stretch uphill. Here's one of the maps for today. I think it's a bit ambitious to include White Horse Hill and Hangingstone Hill, feeling the weight on my back. We'll get as far as Oke Tor and then we'll decide then, fitness evaluation, whether I can keep going to Steeperton Tor or not. We're going to start following this track and then come off of it somewhere off here to the right and just take a beeline up through the grass. The first tour up behind there, and I think Oke Tor rather is on the range, Okehampton Ranges, so these firing things are here. Here's where the track veers left, goes up to Winter Tor I think. Oh, you can see it. We're going to take this right one up to Knatteborough Tor. I'm surprised this is more of a stony track than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be all grass. The stone track has vanished. Dad's over there. He's just having a quick walk today. This bit's already strenuous and heart pumping. Glad I'm not going to get any myocarditis anytime soon. There's East Mill Tor, and there's that cotton grass I was talking about in that boggy bit of the stream we just crossed. Hope all that wasn't blurry. I just saw my camera was set to a different focus setting. Some kind of weird ass, digital manual focus. Don't want that. Hope all that wasn't blurry. Anyway, here's the map for today if you didn't see it. We are up. We came down from, this is where we parked. See, this one says East Oakman Farm. We came down here. I don't think it shows it, does it? Henry's Ford. Anyway, there's a track from there to there along this blue line basically, which isn't shown on this map but is shown on the BMC I think. And then we'll be up on this ridge. That's Knatteborough Tor there, which we've been to, but I didn't know what it was at the time. Oh, and it was 4 o'clock at the ford, so I might want to time how long this journey takes me. Lots of stopping points. Heart pumping, blood pumping, heart pumping exercise up here. It is a steep bit. Steeperton Tor with this on my back, not sure, but maybe if I set up camp on Oke Tor and walk to Steeperton Tor, that might be doable. It's 20, maybe 21 degrees C today, heat wave day. Nice view from here. You know what else is exercise? Getting up from a rock, carrying the bags. It's a squat, but like a squat carrying heavy weights on your back. I could feel the tension in my leg trying to do it a couple of times back there. Almost there. I'm going to slide onto it now. track's gonna T-junction up here somewhere. T-junction, I think. You can see ReUpload up there and Cosden Beacon over there. And my track has now joined on to one of the two tracks running over ReUpload Tor. That feels good not to be going uphill anymore. Guys, here is ReUpload Tor. I'm going to go on it because why not? There's another stack of it over there actually. The high bit though. See if there's any breeze to be had up here. Certainly more animal poop than usual. There's a bumblebee. Oh, that was a killer. Just that little bit of steep there. I might end up camping on Oke Tor. I can see Steeperton over there. I know there's a track and everything, but see how I feel at Oke Tor. Evaluate fitness, probably not fit enough at the moment. Not with a bag on my back, but I do it with nothing on my back. That was a plan. I don't know if we're going to get there today. We shall see. I believe that's the River Tor down there that we passed on the way to Walrusstone, and over there I think is Horseshoe Bend. One thing, it's going to be hot in that tent when I set up. It'll be like a little greenhouse. Oh, I think a big ass dragonfly just passed me by. Very calm and peaceful once you stop walking and your breath finally stops inhaling and exhaling so much. I can hear a plane, distant road behind me somewhere, crows, sheep, some flies. There's not much wind at all. It's going to be a hot one. I haven't seen hardly any people up here yet. There's a person over there at Oke Tor actually. He's like a speck. This rest calms my heart right down and my breath. That better not be a snake. No, I think it's a bit of twig. Burnt twig. Ooh. Oh, I didn't feel the squat that time. Maybe it's only on the steep hills. So we're on the go. Bye bye ReUpload Tor. For the second time. Another break time. Halfway between the two tours, I think. ReUpload and Oke. Past the dude. Only guy I've seen out here so far. Unless that's a person, or it might be a sheep over there on Oke Tor. Oh, look at this. Where's the moon? There's the moon, I think. And some plane trails up here, which I could make out just now, but I can't make out so much now. There's one, and there's another. I know I should definitely have a cold drink or something when I get to Oke Tor up there. I have 2 ice block drinks. I have even created an ice box for a particular meal that I'd like to cook tonight. Don't know if that's going to go to plan with the BCB stove. I hope, fingers crossed, that I can make it work. But yeah, what do you need a cool box for? I've seen loads of people cooking bigger meals up on their camping trips, and I wanted to kind of do that sort of thing, although they use like the jet boil and stuff, and I haven't got myself one of those. But the BCB stove I got from watching Gareth and Zoe Wild Camps, or is that the full name? Gareth and Zoe Outdoors. Anyway, it's Gareth and Zoe on YouTube. They had a BCB stove, and I thought that is an awesome idea because it's so light. You have the Fire Dragon blocks, little tiny BCB stove, and something to put it on. Try and keep it off the grass. That's like lighter than the jet boil and the other shit that people are carrying to cook their food. Well, shit stuff. When I say shit, just replace it with stuff, alright? That's just how I talk. Over there you can see past Natterborough, which is there. You can see lower Tor and the end stacks of higher Tor. And if you go past Irishman's Wall, there are more stacks of it. Really nice day to be out, but when you're walking you don't feel it because I'm carrying so much crap. But when you stop, just pause for a little bit and your breath goes down. It's like, this is a really nice day. Hopefully next stop should be the end of Oke Tor. On the approach, here's where the left track joins the right track, I think. Because they oval around Natterborough Tor there, and this forms one continuous track, which actually I think goes up all the way to Whitehorse Hill, which is amazing. When you see it on the map, it's like, oh, if you don't come off to Steeperton Tor, you have a good track to go even further. We're on Oke Tor now, just past the stack. Oke Tor is quite long, several stacks. Watch the Northern Range video I did to see Oke Tor. I might skip parts of it on the video to preserve some bats. These are new planes up here flying past the moon. This must be like a flight path or something. There's one up there. I can see you, you can't hide for long. With this glare it's very hard to see my viewfinders and stuff. Oh dude, there's so much poop on the ground. I don't know how I'm gonna fare finding a non-poopy camp spot. I lied about next stop being at the end of Oke Tor. It takes a while to walk from the bottom stack up to the end stack. I'm still going. Also trying to find a nice clear bit of grass. I have a feeling I'm going to be camping here today, but I might possibly take a walk up Steeperton if I feel confident that people aren't going to fuck with my belongings. I'll probably take the more expensive stuff with me up there. There's where we started, around Heart Tor 2. Belted Galloway cows down there. Look at all this sheep poop. It's everywhere, man. We can find loads of wasps' nests as well. Love this bit. It's like a little skyscraper city in there. This is the main stack, I think. And you can see another bit of stack coming out on the end there. Let's climb this though. On a higher bit now. Yeah, the sheep have pooped this land to fuck. Look at this. I'd like to find a non-poopy area. Maybe down by that path. This is meant to happen in August, not fucking start of July. It's a tiny bit less poopy on this bit. I'm not sure why. Between the stacks maybe. Not so much poop here, but there is long grass, so you're worried about ticks and insects. Tor Valley. Right down the side here. It's a corridor, let me go down to it. I like this corridor. No doubt the sheep have probably been using it for shelter though. Yep. The shape of the corridor is good apart from that. And then there's like a triangle area here, which would be better in spring or winter for camping on. I wonder if it's less poopy on Steeperton Tor. I think I'm near the end of the stack here actually. This is I think that's the highest bit, maybe, unless that bit is. I don't know. You can see the track winding off from Oke Tor here over to Steeperton. Goes off to Steeperton Gorge down there. That's where I was thinking of going, but dude, it's going to be a long thing if I try that. Way better if I'm just carrying my normal gear. It's nearly 5 o'clock now, so that took me around about almost an hour to get up here from the Henry's Ford, and then it'd be add on half an hour to get to the car parking spot, I think, because it's a bit of a steep hill to get up there. There's the triangle, which would be good for camping in, I don't know, winter or spring, because there wouldn't be as much poop. Here's the edge of Oke Tor over there. It's kind of a steep bit here. Yeah, there's a bit of a steep cliff here to Oke Tor, where all the boulders and glitter have fallen off. Actually, I think I just saw a rabbit. There's a friggin' hare or rabbit down there. He went behind the rock. He's there though. It's got its own range hut, which I always forget about because it's tucked away over here. So let's go visit that tip of it. Maybe there'll be some less poopy ground over there. Who knows? I have to go over there to go back down. Naughty animals. Bad sheep. Like years back, before all the fucking lockdown stuff, that Bill Gates was like building toilets or something. He wanted to build a new toilet instead to replace our old toilets. I was like, Bill, if you're worth anything, maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe we'll come up with like a sheep toilet or something. Come up with a cow and sheep toilet on the moor, just a receptacle that attracts them. They go there and poop on the moor, and then that becomes like a biofuel generator or something. Stop fucking doing lockdown shit and depopulation crap. Now to the track that leads to Steeperton. I'm just going down here to find a better patch of grass, really. I mean, there's poop over there. More cow poop over in this direction than sheep poop. I don't know. It's not very flat, that's the thing. But I suppose it's just a bit bushy, and when you're sitting on it in the tent it's alright. I don't know, I'll find somewhere better. There's Oke Tor. Here's the end of Oke Tor, just down here. Here's that range hut, or one of the two. There's two of them. This one's stone, that one's metal. What's this one like? It looks like a bus stop shelter, if the door was removed. And there's a road here. Haven't been down here. You can smell the animal poop. There's so much animal poop you can smell kind of farmerish. I mean, it's not super strong, but it's definitely in the air. It's a shame. So here's the end of Oke Tor. There's a track sneaking down there. I think it goes over a stream. Cliff must be over there. There's some more rocks over there. Carrying this big pack around. Here, what's this like? Green grass. Slightly less poop about, I guess. Oh man, took the bag off briefly. So nice and unrestricted for a moment here. Let's just look around this area, I think, and see if I can find a flat non-poopy bit. So, how would you characterise this rock? Oh, I don't like the look of that. What kind of bug are you? Jeez. Are you some kind of woodlouse? What the fuck is that? That's weird, dude. Oh no. I was going to say, until I saw that this looked good. Hopefully there's not too many of those little things, whatever they are. Yeah, it's like a rock in the shape of a J here as a landmark. And there's like two spots here which are I mean, obviously they're on the track, but the grass around is fine, people can go around. And this isn't even the main track, the main track is just over there. I don't know what this is a miniature extra track or some shit. So if I can get my bag over here, I could also cook on the rocks, sort of thing.
Baby, I feel good from the moment I ride. Feel good from morning to the end of the day. To the end of the day.
Yeah, it's gonna be here, I think. Yeah, just around the back of the end of Oke Tor by this J stone. That's the best I can do on the track here, somewhere in the grass. Hope there's not too many rocks under the grass. One thing I'm concerned about though is the animals. I mean, there's obviously that weird creepy crawly millipede woodlouse thing, don't know what the fuck that is. But grazing down the hill there are the belted Galloway cows. Can't see very many of them from this angle, but they're down there. I think they're more like a big herd of them down there. So yeah, just worried about them coming up around my tent at some point. They might come up around my tent. Still haven't figured out how to get rid of a cow herd. I don't want to be near the young ones, obviously. If you bang pots and pans, it brings them towards you, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know. So that music, I think they like it. I think they come towards you if you play music from your iPhone or your smartphone or whatever, or fucking MP3 player. We got great views here. I think the sun's actually going to set behind one of those, High Will Hayes or West Mill Tor or something. So this is a nice little spot, to be fair, and it's as good as I'm going to get with the friggin' animal poop situation. God, there's so much of it over there. Up on Oke Tor, it's like coating the Tor. It's like, oh, you're making this normally pretty Tor slightly unattractive. This is what I warn people about in August, is everything gets coated with animal poop. You reach like a saturation level, because in early summer it's not so bad normally. Like, I mean, it's around obviously, but they haven't been coating every scrap of ground with it, and I think that is starting now. Damn. Anyway, let's try and get the tent up. I think it's 5:13. So there's where I was going to camp. A bit too ambitious for the weight I'm carrying. And here's where I'm camping. Over there are the belted Galloway cows. I think that at some point they're going to surround my tent. It hasn't happened yet, but I think that's probably going to happen. A sheep crossed earlier with its lamb behind to Oke Tor. Looked at my tent and went, "What's that doing here?" And yeah, I'm good with my spot, I think. Nice bit of stone there to use. Obviously the grass is flat and clean for the most part. Oh dude, I could have probably pitched over here as well. This is a sort of flat bit. It's probably not as wide as the bit that I picked though. Cloud Peak is my tent. It's not going to be stormy, but I've got the triple dome now just in case I do camp in a storm. I've got the weird roof thing off at the moment. That normally goes over the top here, but it's got like a little mesh window. I don't know if you can see. There's a mesh window there and there, so when you're in the tent that's like lets loads of light in and air, I suppose, and breeze. So I'll keep that off until night time, I think, and hopefully I'll remember to put this on. Got to secure guy lines, watch these cows, and get all my gear in the tent and toilet stuff and all that. Get ready. Tent's up. Pretty much 6 o'clock now to get settled. And over here there is a this took some hard work. This is, if you've never done the Dartmoor toilet before, you need a sharper trowel than I got, because I got a plastic one, but you have to dig to cut roots, and then you got a little hole to do your stuff in, and then flatten it all down when you leave. Yeah, it took me a while to get that all set up and placed right. The cows still have not got to me. I think they're actually going over this ridge into the gorge. Still debating whether to walk up Steeperton. I might do. So I obviously packed the frozen water bottles and they defrost on the journey, but the outside gets wet because the air touching the outside obviously gets a condensation on it because it hits the cold, and yeah, as a result everything that's in the bag with the water bottles and with the makeshift ice box I got is a little bit wet, but that's okay. I'm sitting on a rock at the camping spot at last. I think I'm almost settled. I'm going to start deciding whether I want to walk to Steeperton Tor and back before it's dark. Some ice block water. That's really good on a day like today. Sun is getting lower in the sky, but it's not quite there yet. Alright guys, my hair is probably a ludicrous mess as always. So my idea is, there's no one around Oke Tor right now as far as I can see. There's not many people out today. There's no one on Steeperton. I feel like I can see that, I feel like I can get to that. I wonder if I can hopefully get to Steeperton and start heading back before the sun gets too low in the sky, and then with some light out here I can do a bit of cooking. I've taken most of my valuables with me in a bag. I have an ultra zoom on this camera, so if someone tries to approach my tent I will zoom in on it and try and capture their face. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let's see how far the camera can zoom. Well, I can make out clothing and hair colours and things if I so need to with the zoom. If the cows aren't here when I get back, that'd be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna try and get up to the top and bag Steeperton and then get back. Let's see if we can do it. We might not be on the main track, but it looks like they both, that one joins up to the one we're on, hopefully. Right dude, I'm not near any younglings. Oh, there is a calf over there. Ah shit, there's a calf. Ah shit. Okay, how do I do this? And chess here, so the sheep are moving. I mean, this is an adult, but there's a calf in the grass there. Can you please stop looking? He's probably a bull, isn't he? Yeah, so this big adult one, he or she did the big stepping towards me thing, like like he was like, stay out the way. So I'm not inclined to go straight through those until they move, could go downhill maybe, but there's more of them downhill, I think. Well, that one's moved off, but that one with the young one is still just dead in the track. So I'm just deliberating on, because if I go around that one, there's just too much detour. I could go through this grass over here maybe. It's not very good grass, but I could try. That takes me onto the other track. Oh, there's a little cut track here. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this and hope they don't react. Right, okay. Ugh, what's my hair doing? I'm finally past the cows. They're all around here because half of them have moved up the hill. That adult went there. This is the one I was trying to get by. Pain in the ass. How do you move a cow? I know a farmer. I'm going to have to ask the farmer I know how cows get moved. Like, what sound do they go away from, if anything? Hope nothing happens to my tent. I would say I'm screwed, but I'm not screwed because I... Anyone nicking my goods? No, I don't think so. Thing to keep in mind, there's a steep downhill there. I could use that to get down. I guess it's a semi-steep uphill to get back up here, but it cuts out what I'm doing, which is the long way around. More gradual slope, but way more walking. Met a nice hiking woman there. She told me that there's the river crossing, stream crossing thing down here is pretty easy today, so I'm gonna take her word for it. But she doesn't recommend the steep track there. I think she says it peters out, which seems odd because it looks like it continues all the way down. It looks like that's it, and then it goes to the rocks and then up to there. I just don't know what the crossing's like really. You can sort of see the water down here now, right down in that steep valley. It's nice how the hill to my right's shadow is slightly covering the valley down there. I can see my shadow down there. I don't know if you can make out my hand. No, can't. I don't know about ultralight camping, man. Is ultralight camping very good? I mean, you're always going to be like pretty cold, I think, compared to normal camping or just light camping, and you're always going to be wishing you brought something with you and have a bit of a worse time of it. I guess the plus side is you're just not carrying as heavy a weight wherever you're going. But man, I guess if I could ultralight camp or take ultralight stuff, which would cost me, then it would help me getting out to the lot further stuff over here. Could either leave really early in the morning to conquer these things and head back, or ultralight camp at any other time of day. And then you go all the way up to Cut Hill or Hangingstone Hill, camp, and then go back home. The sound of the river, is it the River Tor? I think this is the River Tor actually, and the sound of it from here sounds really nice. Listen to that splashy flow on a hot summer's day. Knocking sound you hear is my ice water bottle. It's sort of ruining it. Look at this. That's amazing. Nice. That's pretty good. Just kind of sitting over the pond. Sun's just peeping up there. Like buried kind of stones forming a bit of a grid or something. I think I saw a fish in there. Yeah, there are fish in here, dude. This is a really nice crossing. This is like, I could have camped, well, if I got here, I could have camped here. But then I would have had to go super uphill in either direction. I have to go super uphill. Yeah, I'll have to come back this way. Still got a long jaunt to go that way before I can reverse to get up to Steeperton. Yeah, that is a really lovely little river crossing. Alright, so now we're on the track that takes you all the way to Hangingstone Hill. I'm not going to go that far today, however I would like to do it. So there's another horseshoe bend right here of the Tor. Is it too boggy for you to run away or something? Yes, I am coming through. That ain't boggy. Come on, you can walk. Apparently there's a disused tin mine around here called Knack Mine. I don't know where it is. I don't know if that's part of it. maybe. There's the valley where I came from, and there's the top of Steeperton. I sure hope I find the tributary track that comes off it soon. Big fucking boulder over there on the edge of Steeperton Gorge. I just come to something. Oh, it looks different here. This is a nice sign in the ground. That's it, isn't it? That's my fork that I need to take to get up there. Loads of boulders down there. Well met. I was trying to find out when that would happen, and I thought I'd missed it or something. It's lovely to be up on these slopes. Look at this thick bushy grass, but it's not on the track. They somehow stopped it going on the track. Maybe there's rocks underneath the track. Wow. And there's where we were earlier, crossing the river. That's crazy. Oh, here's another track that comes off. I bet that gets steep though. Did I miss this one? I saw a bit of a grassy track going up. Maybe I can take that one back. This is a nice track so far. It's a very gradual, gentle slope. See, I can see my tent again. Don't you be stealing, punks. What an amazing place this is. Huge expanse up here. It's crazy. Oh. And because we're camping, we're seeing stuff near sunset, which I don't get to see a lot of times on Dartmoor, unless I'm camping or unless we intentionally go out after dinner time, which is rare. You get all the side-on shadows and the golden light. Golden hour they call it, don't they? Why does my track split? I'm gonna take the left one, I think. Well, I don't know. I'll try. Okay, if this is still the track, this is a little bit more rubbish. It just got bushy. It's like bushing onto the track. Might have to do a tick check. There's so much grass splashing onto my calves, or brushing against my calves. Some humpy stuff coming up in the ground. Is this bog humps or what? Oh god, I'm losing track of where my feet are now in this long grass. Oh fuck, it's like a bog. Is it crossable? Cotton grass. Look at this. Cotton grass and bogs go hand in hand. I'm going over the top end of the bog because it's a drier. Oh, it is a little bit boggy, man. It's a dry, sunny day. This would be worse, I think, in spring or winter. It's bypassed, okay. Ground feels harder. What is the track now? Is any of this a track? There's cotton grass down here. There's lots of little crisscrossing tracks here. So the bog has a cotton grass, I can find it. This is more tracky up here. And it's aiming for those rocks. Dude, look at the distance I've done. I can still see my tent. Passing the first rocks of Steeperton. Still going up. And the track has got a little steeper. The track just got a lot steeper. I'm plodding now. Oh, I can see rock stacks coming out. I'm almost there. be never ending for a sec there. Oh wow, it's long. Sat down for a bit, go get my breath back. There's little brown birds flying above me every now and then. Moon's still up there. I guess Hanging Stone Hill, all that are over there. One thing's for sure, there's no step up this. I'll try stepping up this. Oh, it's quite broad. Look at these marks across here. Cows over there. Oh wow, it's quite flat that way, isn't it? That must be the milder way to link up to that track. What's this Tor here? Oh, here we go, okay. That must be Wild Tor. And then that must be Waturn Tor. Which doesn't look good now, but when you're right up next to it, it's like loads of crazy shapes. Surfboard shape, rocks. Just, I don't know, insane. It's quite a beautiful looking Tor. I'm finally getting some breeze. I didn't have it anywhere lower down than this. You have to get up here to get some breeze today? Fuck's sake. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm just enjoying the breeze for now before I go over to that flagpole and observation post over there. There's a roundabout where I crossed the stream down there in the valley. Can't really see it because it's tucked straight down there. And then, is anyone raiding my tent? Is anyone raiding my tent? It's fine to me. I'm going to re-clamber down this bar of soap-shaped. It's funny, it looks like bars of soap, but it's grippy as fuck, so it's the opposite. I'm coming, I'm going that way. You have to move again, dudes. Yeah. Maybe my ice in my bottle has melted some more and I can sip some of the frozen water. So let's come out of it. This has got a little groove in it. I'm not sure which way is best to go down. Maybe just continue along the top. I don't know if it ends up there with a cliff. Quite good going along the top here. I have to jump down here, but that looks good. jumble stones. This looks a bit less good. I'm gonna hit the floor down there actually. And now we're down here. Cool tour. Mustn't get too complacent and let the sun dip too much before I start heading back. Kind of want to watch the sunset. over here we got the flagpole, of course. It starts shifting because of the range hut behind me. That is the valley of the Tor. You got the northern range there. You can probably see Steeperton Tor. Doubt you'll be able to see Tor's end over there. You can see higher Tor, you can see lower Tor. Can't see winter Tor, I think. I think winter Tor's over this edge somewhere. And then having trouble seeing Attleborough Tor, but I think it's that one. Yeah, I think that's an Attleborough Tor. And Oke Tor, there's my tent. Is anyone breaking in? Is anyone breaking in? No. Might be an animal bite, I'm not sure. And what have we got here? I don't know. little camera, so if I run out of all batteries I'll be filming on that, and if that fails I've got a phone. This might be the big adventure of this trip right here. What the hell am I going to find down here? Guardian says, do you want this? Do you really want this? Gatekeeper sheep says. Well, here's a nice crossways track. Maybe I can take that to get out if I'm in trouble here. So here's the brink. There's another cross-off track. Now, what happens here at this brink? Does it go super steep? Is it bearable steep? And what is all that on the other side? Sheep went off that way. So it's hard to look into the brink. There's a sheep on the other side there. This is weird. This is Steeperton Gorge. We're getting ourselves in trouble at. I mean, it's still a track, but look at this. What's going on here? Whoa. So is that a crossing point? What's the terrain like on my side? Oh, there are tracks. There's a sheep on this 45-degree angle hill. What the hell? Got little steps being into the land. There's another one. They're okay being here. Am I okay being here though? Hey, take your black lamp, careful. They're gonna fall off a friggin' cliff. Oh, they can go that way. Ah, I think this track kind of contours a bit. And there's kind of stepping stones down there. But then what is all this? How you doing, dudes? Yes, I am on a 45-degree slope, but this track contours and it's very dry. It's like zigzagging, it's contouring. It's, I'm going to put my camera away again, but that's where we're going. There's some sheep drinking down there. This doesn't look as bad as I thought. This might be a good track. We'll have to see. Okay, I just made the sun fake sunset so we can see what we're getting ourselves into here. Just come in from that sun. Oh, lovely and cool in the shade here. This is what I like about summer. All these differences between breeze and hot and cool shade, but not cold. So I'm hoping I can get to where those sad looking sheep are. They're sad because they know I'm coming up to where they are. Oh, life finds a way. Here we are. It's like dried bog under my feet here. Probably not good in winter. In summer this is nice. So that's what I'll be climbing. That don't look too bad. On the other side, if I can get to it, let's have a look at these stepping stones now. Wow, look how smooth the water looks there. Amazing. Oh, this is a nice one to jump on. I'll sure jump on this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, hopefully that's not going to move. And then where? What are you like? That's quite solid actually. Alright sheep, sorry to take your place. Cool. Steeperton Gorge we're in. This is cool. Oh, some more sheepos. They're a bit confused at why I'm over here. And it's like weird scrambling to get up to the track. Wow, so the sheep just climb up and down here with no trouble at all. They're just like constantly like jumping up and down to the river. That's cool. There's like some kind of wall across here, like an old wall. Weird. So again, might have to put the camera away for a bit of this until it gets more level. That was pretty easy. Oh, I can see how you do it, sheepy. I can see how you do it now. Wow. And the sounds have come out again. Now my heart rate's down. I'm glad I chose this place. I'm glad I also left the tent to come up here. Hope my tent's okay. But this has been good. It's like getting further out into the wilderness. Not proper far, but further out. I'm gonna make the sun rise, just you wait. Hey, how do I do that? I must be magical. Even morning, how do I do that? And is this it? Yeah, dude. This is the bit I came to, where I looked down and said, oh, that looks steep. Oh. Track time. Stone track time. Oh. I think there's an animal nearer my tent than I'd like. Cow or something. Hope I'm going to be able to get inside and they're not like 6 of them surrounding it when I arrive. But I predict they will surround it at some point. It's not sunset yet. I'm making it. Doing that game of where do I put my feet on the boulders, because I'm wearing sunglasses and everything in shade looks darker than it should be. Look at the cow patrol. I think they've cleared away from my tent. I don't know where they're going next, but they're still hanging around this area. Okay, I think I have bypassed the field full of belted Galloways, and I have a feeling there's only one near my tent. It's not super close though. So yeah, and the sun hasn't set, so I'll be back in my tent before sunset. Is my tent intact? Has any sneaky bastards been there? Oh, there's small cows off to the left there. Did anyone chew on a guy rope or anything? Any cow? Looks intact. Looks much how I left it. Oh, the sun is dappling the ground though. Here we are, nice. Everything looks much as I left it. So that's my new Keenflex sleeping bag there, a blue one. And underneath that, a new Thermarest sleeping pad, and under that I got the, you probably saw me toting the silver backed roll mat. That is just in case I put the tent on any gorse and it tries to puncture my sleeping pad. Let's see if this sleeping pad does better tonight. A bit iffy about these cows and sheep nearby. Just noticed my boy out there, he's coming closer, so I think I'm going to have to close this side of the tent until he's moved on a bit. He's making a lot of noise chomping on that grass. I can hear him out there right behind the tent. He's like, he's slowly moving from there across that way, I think. He's chewing and he's snooting. What a monster. I think I might want, probably want to wait for a few of these cows to go away before I start cooking or anything. I'll look out that direction in a minute. Okay, he's moved off, I think. Brown grey cowman has moved off. Ugh. There's a few sheep around me there, playing around in the sunlight. It's getting closer to sunset. Okay, so while the cows are at bay for a bit, I think it's time to try and cook before they come back. So I'm going to try it out here, and if it doesn't work because the cows come, I'll have to find a way to do it in the vestibule, I guess. So what we got here is some steak with some sauce, barbecue and chili sauce. Don't know what that's doing here, that's grapes, don't need that. I shouldn't bang my pans and pots too much because the cows will get the wrong idea. BCB stove, lighter, I've also got matches for backup, fire dragon blocks, something to keep the stove off the grass, kind of unnecessary at the moment until we're in the vestibule hiding from cows because we're on a rock, but whatever. Keep checking whether the cows are taking interest in me or not. Sheep, I don't mind that. They're scared of me. This is the BCB stove. It's lovely. You put a little fire dragon block of was it ethanol in there? You just light it and do that. And then you put another block in. It's so easy to clean as well. Don't know where the wind's coming from. Should have bought a little flag thing. I've got this ribbon, I don't know if that's... Okay, I think the wind's blowing from that way, so you get the view of the fire. There's a knife in there, what is that? Swiss Army knife type thing in there. Some cups, there's a plate in there. Probably use this though. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think so. So, get that knife out. Might need some water to wash things with. Is this fucking thing open? These wet wipes, are they open? I don't think they're even open. How does one open a wet wipe? Isn't there a tear thing? Or what? Oh, you pull that bit. Okay, and then you pull them through the hole. Okay, that makes sense. A couple of these cows look like they'll draw nearer. You've seen these on my last camping trip, yeah? Whoops, too many pieces of paper in this thing. There you go. How many do you get? You get 6 in here. I think it's going to take like 3. What the hell? Loads of junk. So there was loads of water in this. This is my impromptu cool box. I poured in this is a big tub, and I poured in ice around a small tub. I think a lot of the water just got out. There's still some ice in here though. So there is beef in here. There is tomatoes, which I suppose I should cut. Do I have like a chopping surface? I think we're gonna hit sunset while we're doing this, boys. Boys and girls. Dudes. Ah. Oh, you get 2 plates. Oh, that's nice. They're so generous. They give you 2 plates. I only thought there was 1 in there. Cut tomatoes on that. There's also somewhere around here, there's some chives. I think the chives in the bag there. In the foil there, yes they are. Chives. Cow check. No cows are approaching. Let's cut these tomatoes. Half tomatoes. Need something to kneel on, but my friggin' thing is over there. There's a bag here. It's not squishy, but maybe it'll do. Right. Don't know if you can see the sunset behind me. Oh yeah, I'm shading what I'm doing here, but I'm not shading what's going on behind me from cam, which I hope is still recording. We got 68 you are recording, thank you. These are pretty easy, I like these. They do give me a headache if I hang around watching it too much though. They squeeze out like a bar of soap. It's got to be ignited now. There we go. Ignited. Nice. I don't have oil, but I do have this mix of sauces. Gonna try that as the thing to fry it in. Got a little spoon there. That's quite useful. That used to contain fudge chunks. Now it does not. Well, I should be doing this already. Oh, got a slip in. My stove is slipping a bit. What should I do? I'll use this. Should already be trying to cook this. And in here is, floating in ice, a beefsteak. With some, looks like some blood got into the container or whatever that red stuff normally is. Go wash my hands. There we go, beef is in. It's time to wash some stuff. Stuff that needs washing up maybe. Might put a little bit liquid in there, water, something. That's one BCB block burnt out, I can hear it. Let's try and get the next one. Be careful what I'm doing here, because that is hot. And I don't have anything resembling oven gloves while camping, which is interesting. Let's try that, and firelighter. That's ignited, and we can finish, hopefully with 2 blocks we can finish. What else do I have here? I think that's going to be the whole meal, if I can get it to work. Cows are getting closer. Oh, cows are getting closer. You have to finish up soon. Start moving stuff over to where my tent is, I think. Grab one of those wet wipes. What are you doing in there? No, 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 no. There is a cow right by my tent. I'm gonna have to speed up. Please don't come here. Don't do it. There's a cow right there, dude. It's like a calf, so the mother will come. This is fucking annoying. Also, it's on the other side where I would cook and start moving stuff. Anyway, this is how it's looking. And that's the little cow that is approaching my tent. It's a calf, which will attract the adults. I think that's mostly done. I just noticed the cows moving off a bit, so I decided to put my custard on the last of the flame and wait for it to burn out. This is looking alright. Not really sure if it's well done or medium rare or what, to be honest. Might be well done. Yeah, and this is the ice water, which I think has just melted. I'm going to use it to just wash the dishes, splash the dishes with. Off right now. They're gathering around my tent, gathering around Oke Tor. They're humping, they're like munching the grass with their calves, getting closer to me up the track, trying to make it look like they're not getting close to me by like not looking at me as they slowly approach the tent. And I have to go in the tent and I'm trying to wash my fucking dishes and stuff. And wait until they pass by, then go out the tent and try again. Fucking, this is annoying, dude. And I know if I bang the pots in any way, they'll just come to me. For fuck's sake. They got all these beautiful moorlands to go to and they just pick right here to crowd. Nice. Attention seeking. Here's the situation. Cows are moving closer again. God, everything's taking time on this trip. That cow is getting a bit closer to my place of toilet. I kind of want them to stop crowding around, but they're still just gathered around here. They're up there humping on Oke Tor, like non-stop. Yeah, I just wanna. I hope the cow does not walk over to my spade and poop there. That would not be good. Oh, there's more cows moving across, maybe because I'm talking. I'm gonna get in the tent now and hope they clear off. There's the moon. There's a ton of cows all humping. They were a second ago. It's kind of annoying to have them all gathering around my tent outside, making loads of noise and humping. I'm worried if they get close to me, then they start humping. I might fucking crash through this tent because they can't they can't leave here. They want to be here. Why have I picked a place to camp, which is the place? What are they doing out there? Seriously, I'm so worried they can just come tumbling through my tent in a humping thing. What are you guys? What are you doing? What are you doing out there? No, you're not gonna hump there. I'm gonna try and sleep. You can't hump here. You literally can't hump here. No. They are. They're like less than 10 meters away, humping. They're gonna like tumble through the walls of my tent or some shit. Do they have good spatial perception? Probably not when they're doing the thing. Go away, honestly. I just spend my night worried you're just gonna crash through me. Dudes, why though? Why here? It looks nice out there actually, despite the humping cows constantly fucking around. Move on! Seriously. I think there's a bunch of them inside the silhouette. You can't really see unless I zoom, I guess. Of OkeTor humping along. It's not even the full moon. Look at that over there though. That's cool. This zipper on the Keenflex is an awful frigging system. This is a zipper. When you bring it right down to here, and this happened when I tested it out at home in my room. You shouldn't bring it, let's try and show you. You shouldn't bring this zip all the way to here. I'm not going to show you that because it will do it again. Because when this zipper reaches this, both of the zippers come undone. And in order to zip it back up again, you have to spend ages fiddling around really tight trying to get the zip teeth into that zipper and that zipper at the same time. So it's better to leave it just like that when you unzip it and don't go the full way down, else it just screws right up. Nice design, Keenflex. So it's gone quiet out there, and I thought it was the cows being quiet, but I don't actually see any cows. That's Steeperton Tor over there. I'll look out the other side in a sec, but can't see any cows this side. Can't really make it out. I can't make out any cows, but maybe they're silhouetted. Oh no, I think there's a few cows over there near the hut. Yeah, there's definitely a cow there. It's not gone fully black, it's still orangey horizon stuff. There's this bird, something. Been hearing him all night. Cows are annoying to hear, but the bird, it's kind of chill. Don't know if you can hear him or not. He came closer just now. Like goes wubba dubba 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 dubba. Wubba dubba 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 dubba. Don't know what kind of bird it is. Just picture it as a kind of crane or egret or a long-legged marsh bird or something. It's just kind of warbling around down there. Don't know what it actually is. It's kind of hard getting to sleep on this slippy mat and with the cows always doing something that you can hear trampling around. Not getting much sleep at the moment. What are you doing, cows? You noisy cow boogers. Very strange. I think we need brighter. It's 3:44 or something. I've just heard a lark start chirping or something. I assume that means it's doing that because daylight is coming. Yeah, there's Oke Tor. Various cows up there, I think. Still huffing and puffing. Yeah, the light is starting to filter through the sky from the east. Wow. You can hear these little guys. Little larks or something. It makes a big difference because they were not making a they weren't making a sound before. They just suddenly all started piping up like, hey, new animal. Dawn chorus. It's nice to hear them whistling rather than just hearing the warbler thing and the cows breathing. It's 4 o'clock. No sunshine yet on Steeperton. Not sure when sun rises around now. Maybe it rises at like 5 or something. Hey, it's 4:30. Let's see if anything's changed outside. Hey, let's go. Getting a little bit of colour on them hills at last. A little bit of pinky tinting. There's good old Oke Tor. Do we have a sunrise yet? I don't think so. No. Not yet. I got up 5 o'clock. Always get up early when you're camping. It's always a bit of a chore trying to get to sleep. I don't know how much sleep I actually got in there. Probably not much. I would know I was awake for most of it, just listening to these fools trundling by and humping and sniffing things. I think sunset? What am I talking about? I think sunrise is on its way. There's some little gold lined clouds over there. Hey, it's happening, I think. Yeah, that little pinky sun has caught those hills. Maybe we should do a time lapse, dude. It's going to be catching us lower down soon. Look at this. Is this an inversion? I'm not sure. Probably not high enough to call it an inversion. But there's clouds hanging low over on Campton. Guess the sun's going to be popping up very shortly. Just packing up my gear here and oh, hello nurse. The sun is rising. Sun is rising over Cosden Beacon, I'm gonna say. Finding neat ways of drying my extra tarp bits here. That's pegged into the ground laying on a rock, and I took the hat off the tent, whatever you want to call it, and with the spare pegs from the tarp made that slide basically, so all the water's gonna come off there while I'm doing all the other stuff. Hopefully be easier to dry. Here's those blasted cows. Almost away now. Some of these geezers are too inquisitive while I'm taking down my tent. Ah, it's a beautiful warm morning. This one's still hanging around. Go on, mate. Go and see your adults. They're leaving without you. You're the last cow at Oke Tor. You better get going, shorty. He is really short. He like only comes up to like my waist. That is a calf. So I better get going before the black one comes back angry. I think there might be cows on top of Steeperton today. Is that a cow or is that just a sheep? No, I don't know. I think they're cows. Haven't been able to get reception around here. Haven't been able to get mobile signal, and I haven't been able to get internet mobile data. I don't know if it's because OkeTor's in the way. I can't remember where I last saw a big transmitter. So maybe we're blocked off out here on the inner moor, but yeah, I can't ring for an earlier pickup until I get a signal. And last night I wanted to listen to some friggin' podcasts while I was getting off to sleep, and I couldn't do that. Damn! Finally packed up a lot of wet stuff in there. I'm gonna have to dry it out when I get home. Even on a warm summer's morning, you can't dry out the dew from your tent. It's just always wet like that, annoyingly. Let's see if I can get some reception out there somewhere. So, one last look. That's where I camped last night. You can see it's mostly flat just there. That's where I was, next to the J shape. And as always, don't join collectivist cults. It's simpler to say, I don't like littering, don't do it. How easy it is to pick up your stuff and bring it with you. Don't like littering. You can say that without joining the cultist mentality. Leaving Oke Tor. Nice sunny day. Next few days it's gonna get way hotter. I think on Sunday it's gonna be 24, and then Dad said next week is forecast for even hotter than that. Passing Cow Poopville. Tor Valley looks lovely this morning, highlighted by the sun. It's making some crazy bendy shapes down there. End of Oke Tor. Oops, I tell a lie. There's a few more rocks of Oke Tor out here. Just my luck. Looks like cows between me and Tor. It's a shame to have to do, but I'm doing the bumpy off-road route around the... It's not just cows, there's also horses. Don't really know how to scare off a horse either. Sheep, they're fine, they're in front of me. Look, they just run away by themselves. Yeah, of course, just stand there, don't mind me. Don't get up. Ah, back on the track. Almost at Tor. That's where I'm going, over there. Right next to where the one cloud in the sky is casting a shadow. Found you, track. Down into the valley to Henry's Ford. Someone on East Mill Tor, I think. And over here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bird who's like, he's hanging out. Tweeting at me a few meters away. While I'm sat here. Time to wash my boots, it seems, in Henry's Ford. And can I still get over them? Got wet feet and shoes now. So the stepping stones that way. You can cross this direction, but crossing this direction looks very, very difficult with a heavy pack because the first rock is submerged and you have to step down to it. And so I saw some sheep crossing this gravelly bit of the ford and I decided to follow them. It actually gets just deep enough to soak your boots at that middle bit, but it was better than going on those stepping stones and risking losing all my stuff in the water.